Going live. You're live. There we go, guys. Can you see me? I always get so nervous every single time because I know something technology-wise is going to go wrong. And I don't know what I'm going to do when that happens because I don't know any of that stuff. So if you can see me and hear me, let me know. Please. All right. We really tried to set up on another computer. We have an old computer that actually has a better camera than this computer, which doesn't make sense to me. You would think the newer one would have the better camera, but it doesn't appear to be that way. So we're using our new computer with our substandard camera because the old computer with the better camera, we can't get the sound to work. I'm telling you guys, we're bad at this stuff. So, now, Victoria, I know you are here. I can see you on there because we've already been chit-chatting a little bit. So if you can see me or hear me, that would be awesome, awesome. Let's see. I don't know, guys. We might be. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Put something in the chat.
Put in the ask any team.
Let's see. Can you all see or hear me? I've got 5 people on here at this point, and I don't know if I'm talking to myself. Oh, yes, I can. Thank you, Sharon. I'm getting very nervous there, you guys. I thought I'm just talking to myself on here. So, oh, there's Victoria. Okay, you guys, I feel so much better. Cheyenne says yes. Okay, we're good. So, we have been outside working in the garden. I promised Sarah that I was going to help her out today. And because, okay, last year, Sarah's sitting right over here beside me. There's Sarah. She's still eating, so she doesn't want to be on camera chewing up stuff. But she's been pretty much doing the garden by herself this year with the YouTube thing starting up. Mama has been really busy growing the YouTube channel. So a lot of the garden duties have been passed off to Sarah, and she's doing an amazing job with it. But the size of our garden is really, really way too big for one person to handle. And the little ones, they do go help, don't they, Sarah?
Yeah, it's hard with the volunteers all coming up at this time. I'm scared to let them weed because I don't want them to accidentally pull up some plants. And I'm like, hold on, I forgot to mark that one.
You need to finish eating so they can see your face.
I know. I've got
She's got volunteers. What do you have? Sunflowers, tomato plants. There's quite a few things that just came up by volunteers. Mm-hmm. And she's concerned that the little ones are going to pop it right out of the ground. And thanks for helping, guys. So, but today we did get out there and started working on some weeding. And this week I have to make time. I have to put some things on the back burner so that I can get out there with her and get everything finalized and tidied up, because that's really the majority of it right now. There's Abigail. Where were you at?
I was in the boys' room.
You were in the boys' room. We're like, we're about to go live and we don't know where Abigail is. Is she outside or what? So, okay. Well, and you haven't eaten yet because you've been hiding. So go get you something to eat. So that's what we've been working on. There's Sarah. No food in your teeth or anything.
I had Anna check.
Okay. So, yeah, Sarah transplanted some tomato plants just recently. They came in the compost pile. I mean, they were big. They were beautiful. So, I know transplants always seem to be the best ones, the biggest, best, most hardy. Here in our garden, at least. So, and she worked on getting the watermelons in the ground. She had started them from seed. So we have the watermelon patch put in. And okay, you guys know we we don't have tons of money, so we make do with what we have. So we save up our cardboard boxes all winter long, like from Amazon deliveries and things like that. And we save our feed sacks from all year long. And that's what we use primarily in our garden for weed fabric and things like that. We do buy some of the woven weed fabric. If you look back, we've got a garden tour. I think that's for April.
Yeah.
We haven't posted May's yet because the garden is really untidy and I don't want to put it out there for the world to see.
Hey,
So,
it looks great for one person.
it looks great for one person, that's for sure. So, but I do intend to have a May video put up after we tidy it up here some. We do have some bought, that's Rebecca. She's always the little noisemaker. We do have some purchased woven weed fabric that we do use in the garden, and it works great, but it is expensive. So we really try to save up those cardboard boxes and the feed sacks and newspapers, pizza boxes. I mean, we'll use just about anything that will break down, you know, nothing with the shiny boxes and stuff. We don't use those, but the other things we do use. One thing I wanted to pick your brains today. I was hoping to brainstorm a little bit here because I have my little handy dandy planner sitting over here beside me and my pen, and I'm hoping to jot down ideas. If there are videos that you guys would like to see, topics that you're interested in, you know, let me know in the chat what you think, what you want to see, because there's some things that I guess I take for granted because this is just our normal life. So I don't know what people like on the outside are interested in seeing that we do. So I know we had friends over yesterday, and one of them was saying that, which video was it? Our day in the life video. That's what it was. The did we lose the ducklings? And we had a little bitty snippet in there of us taking those duck eggs and candling them on the incubator light. And she said, I got so excited whenever we saw the little heartbeat and the little baby duckling moving around. And she said, and then that was it. You didn't show me any more. She said, I wanted to see more. And I thought you guys might be bored with seeing multiple little duck eggs being candled. So that's why we had more footage. We took more footage of it, but we thought, well, we don't want to bore people. So we, cut that little snippet there. But she wanted to see more of the candling eggs. So, oh, hi, Susan. I'm glad you're here. Better late than never, Susan. I'm glad you're here. Oh, yeah, the beginning, Susan, was just slow stuff here of me trying to get audio, visual, all the stuff good. So it's good. So, well, Victoria, I'm glad you're not bored with that kind of stuff because I don't know what people want to see. We're new at this. We're guessing at this. So I don't know. Another one of the men that was here yesterday. I haven't touched on this yet with you guys because it's kind of a sensitive subject. It's a delicate subject here. Something that we have down in our chicken run as a protein source for our chickens is a maggot bucket. I know, it's gross. Say, ooh. Ooh, Rebecca says, ooh. And it's not pleasant, but it's a very practical thing that we have here on the homestead that provides extra protein for the chickens. And he said, I would love to see a video on that. I think that would just be great. I'm like, oh, well, we could do that. I don't know if many people would watch it, but oh, Sharon says, I love how you all repurpose things. That's great. Yep, it's a necessity around here. So we do have recycling, and some things do get sent off for recycling, but we are pretty hardcore about sorting through that recycling. And I don't know, on my kitchen sink all the time, my kitchen counter beside the sink all the time, you're going to see these white bottles. Those are coffee creamer bottles. And they live there by my sink. We have emptied out the creamer, and now every morning some milk from Daisy the cow gets put in those. And Anna, Abigail, and Rebecca take one of those little jugs of milk down to the barn, and they feed the kitty cats with that. And Sarah takes some out to Robbie, one of our Pyrenees livestock guardians, out in the birthing pen. So those little coffee creamer bottles, we're reusing those too. But so I really do want to hear what you guys want to see, because I don't know, I have lots of ideas written down in my little handy dandy planner over here, but when I'll get around to them, I don't know. Of course, I do all the sale things, so that's kind of a given. Oh, you guys are amazing, Susan. It's so sweet. Love how you repurpose so many things. Yeah, magnets. Yes, my grandson used to call maggots magnets. Yeah. Yeah, it's good to bring a cuteness to something unpleasant. So I'm going to tell you, here are some of the things that I had written down on my list as possibilities. So let's see. Some of these I've already done. Candling incubator eggs. I didn't know if we just wanted to do a video on candling the eggs. We think it's fascinating. We did some last night while friends were here. And it was so neat. It was neat for me to see them witnessing this for the first time, because they were excited over seeing those little ducklings move around in there. And on one of them, you could see the big eye from the baby duckling and the two little feet moving. And it's just, I don't know, it's just amazing to see that kind of stuff. So, but again, I don't know if that bores people. Do you all think that's amazing too? Am I a weirdo? I may be a weirdo. I like seeing little duck baby feet wiggling around in that egg, but I think it's neat. And then, of course, the ducklings hatching. I had that written down as a possibility too.
We already kind of did that.
We did kind of in one of our very, very early videos. Ducklings, they have an attitude about them. Their whole demeanor is very different than chickens.
Mm-hmm.
They're funny. They are spunky. They are a little bit sassy, and they'll pick on each other a little bit, but not in a mean way. It's cute. So I don't know. I enjoy watching the ducklings quite a bit. So, oh, and on a side note, I don't have this on video. We let all of our ducks out. Like, I don't know if you all remember from earlier videos, they used to free range everywhere. And I loved seeing them come up in the front yard and splash in their little wading pool and stuff. But we lost two of them within 1 week. I think she died. That's the name of the video.
I think she's dead.
I think she's dead. Yeah, that's the name of the video. And that was when the first female duck went missing. And then like a couple days later, we lost a second one. And at that point is when we said, nope, I'm done losing ducks. I don't know if it was a fox or what, but they got put in the birthing pen with the mama sheep and the mama goats, and they've been safe. We haven't lost any of them, but their egg production is seriously going down. So I do think that their diet is it's not what it needs to be in that confined space. So just 3 days ago, maybe, yeah. I guess, let them out, and they've been roaming everywhere, and we haven't lost anyone yet. So I'm hopeful that they're healthier and happier and stay safe, because if we start losing them again, I'm going to flip out. So I don't like losing my ducks. But bone broth. I had bone broth written down as a possibility. Have I shown my bone broth at all to anybody?
I think in a day in the life. Was
it in a day in the life?
Maybe.
I think I did. I have a Facebook page for Ozark Family Homestead, And I had posted videos, and I know there's one on bone broth on there, a short little video from a couple years ago. So, but I haven't done an updated one. It's like Jell-O. It ends up being a totally gelatinous broth. So I thought about doing one on that. Baking bread, I already did that. I need to check it off. Baking bread, check. Hanging laundry. Again, that one is on the Facebook page too. So, but I should do a redo, I guess, since that one's years and years old. A homeschool day in the life. I had that written down too. See, the issue with that is we're spending a lot of time outside right now. Even though we homeschool year round, there's not a lot of homeschool happening right now. They still read books and stuff, and they're living books, so they're getting science and they're getting history and biographies and literature and all those beautiful things in their books. But we're getting a lot of outside time done right now, so that one would be trickier in this season, I think. Okay, Sharon would like the bone broth video, so there is some interest in that one, Sarah. We could do that. Dolores Wilson says she is still packing. At least you get to hang out with friends while you're packing, Dolores. So that's a good thing, right? So, the compost setup. See, Sean's sitting on this side of me, and we haven't done the compost video yet, have you?
Well, I'll tell you the hold up. Here we go. The main hold up on the compost video is, Sarah, we've got, because we have things that have popped up in the compost. The compost is super rich soil. And Sarah, what all do you think's even growing?
I don't know. I know I have 2 tomatoes that I still need to pull out. And then I'm not quite sure if it's a pumpkin or squash or a cantaloupe.
So I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
Like
I don't want to go
them.
tearing into the compost until we recover transplant what is in there. Then we can make a video on how it works, because I don't want to be in there manipulating anything and messing up those volunteers.
I think I'm gonna have to move those into the second garden because I don't think there's gonna be enough room in the first.
The second garden. Yeah, we've expanded the garden area this year. So Sean has been denied access to the compost pile for making the video by this one.
It's mine. It's mine.
So once she gives him access, he has obtained the form with the permission slip on there, then he will have a compost video, I guess, made up for everybody. Sauerkraut. I do fermented sauerkraut, and I haven't made it in a while because we're still eating our fermented pickles from our cucumbers last year and the fermented sauerkraut. So I haven't made a fresh batch. But when I make my fermented sauerkraut, I mean, it's in a monster crock. The crock is big. And we have this big kraut pounder made out of wood that the younger children always like to pound that cabbage there. So I've thought about a sauerkraut video whenever I do get around to doing another ferment on that one. Let's see. Using pallets. Sean already did that one. Low-tech homesteading.
We've kind of touched on that a little bit.
But it's been spread out sporadically into different videos. So we're very low-tech. I mean, we're using the pizza boxes and the feed sacks, and we're trying to cut corners and save money wherever we can. The free pallets, it was touched on there, but we haven't had a video just like devoted to this is how we homestead low-tech. So we don't have all the fancy gadgets that a lot of the bigger channels and stuff do. So let's see. Oh, Sylvia. Hi, Sylvia. I'm glad you're here. And the treehouse, I have taken clips. Andrew and David are building a treehouse out in the woods, and it's made out of pallets. And so I've been taking video of that as the construction process has been going on, and they're making some pretty good headway on it. So I've thought about devoting a video on that, and kind of going along with the same thing. They're cleaning up Rebecca over here. She's got food all over her face, you guys. Are you a mess? Yeah. Yeah. Kind of going along with the treehouse. We thought about a video just with Andrew's creations. I mean, he comes up with ideas and makes things out of stuff. He's made a light out of a broken light fixture and a switch and an immersion blender motor. Cord. Okay. He says it's the cord, not the motor. So he has some very interesting inventions, and he has some toys that he's made out of wood, like trucks with motors that run and lights that come on and stuff like that. So I think they're really neat. So, oh, I saw someone liked it. Oh, yeah. I'm supposed to be a good YouTuber, and I'm supposed to tell you guys to like the live stream because that helps us. It helps with that whole YouTube algorithm thing. So I still don't know what I'm doing. So I saw that like up there, and it reminded me. So thank you to whoever did that for me. I appreciate it. And Susan, a whole bunch of thumbs up. Thank you, guys. I do appreciate that. So, yep, we're just trying to brainstorm. We're trying to come up with ideas, and I'm ready to jot them down. Sean has filmed the chicken hoop house. It's already filmed, so it should be coming up at some point this week, where he's made a hoop house out of cattle panels and the greenhouse, the see-through plastic, yeah, on a greenhouse. So he'll show that contraption. And you okay, Sam? Sam's over here drinking kombucha, and I think maybe there was a bone in it or something. You get choked on a YouTube live stream.
I'm okay.
He's okay. It's all right. So Victoria says, I've been listening, by the way. I've just been cleaning up the living room, multitasking. She's got her children in bed. There's a big time difference. So that's why. Okay, so last time we did a 3:00 one, and I know you ladies over there, that's later for you guys. So we bumped it up to 2:00, hoping that maybe that would be a little more convenient for our ladies. I think it's a 6-hour difference for you guys.
Yeah.
I think so.
Mhm.
Yeah, if it's 8:20 there, it's 2:20 here. So, but that's where we're at. What else? There was another video. Oh, the trash. How we take care of our own trash. That's what it was that I keep meaning to make. You want to come sit with Mama? You can see the baby on the camera. Oh, look at that baby. Is that a pretty girl?
Yeah.
Who is that? Me. It's Rebecca.
Right.
And Sarah. Yeah. Tell everybody, say hi, guys. Hi, guys. Oh, I love all the ideas. This is a perfect sweet spot for me. And the kids are in bed by 7:30. We always tried for 8 p.m., but 7:30 is even better. 3:22 in Ontario. So they're an hour behind us there in Ontario, you guys. Would you ever contemplate traveling to Europe? Wouldn't that be nice? Oh, that would be awesome. I mean, it probably is not going to happen, but I can dream.
I would love to go to Europe.
It would be awesome. We study the schooling we do it's very heavy on like British history and things like that too. So I don't know. We kind of love that area of the world there. Oh my. Oh, our poster over here. Yeah. We got our kings and queens poster that we keep up on the wall. It's its permanent place here in our house. Oh, Gail says it's 9:22 in South Africa. Someone in South Africa is watching us, you guys. I don't know if all the children, I'm sitting at the dining room table right now. The living room's behind me. And so I've got boys on the bench here, just on the other side of the laptop. So the whole family is here. He's sitting on a chair over there. Yep, we're here. They're not being very talkative today. So says Rebecca looks so cute. Say thanks, Dolores. Hi.
Rebecca said thank you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Victoria has twins. So 7:30 for the twins to go to bed, and then 8 o'clock for the 3 and 4-year-old. I was talking to Victoria about this the other day that, yeah, I have 7 children and she only has 4. But hers are so close together. I never had to have mine that close together. So she gets big time high fives and gold stars from this mama. So, because that is something to keep up with. My closest were Samuel and Sarah were 20 months apart, and that was close for me. So, what? You want mama again? Okay. Oh, baby girl. Okay, we're about an hour from London, Victoria says. Would love to meet you all. That would just be so awesome. I've enjoyed. Okay, Victoria has a YouTube channel to you guys. I don't know if you realize this, the Roots and Arrows Homestead that's in the chat. You should check out her channel. I enjoyed watching the when she went and bought groceries and to see how the stores are different and the products are different. And well, I don't even think I told her this. I was watching the background as you were driving around to the store just to see what does it look like there. I just find it fascinating. So you all should check out her channel too, if you haven't yet. So Sharon says, are you having a cookout for Memorial Day? They had one yesterday and they're in New York. Guys, I'm telling you, we need to get a map and start putting pins in it for all the people that we find out. That would be neat, wouldn't it? So
We put it all along the hallway.
Down the hallway?
We have a big
Okay. But
map.
we're not going by yet. Did Daddy go by? Yeah. Daddy went back that way. We're still here though.
Daddy.
Yeah, we're still here. Daddy did not go outside. So yeah, if we can get a map in the hallway, a world map, and start putting pins in it, that would be
And then
awesome.
probably a separate one for the United
The
States.
U.S. separate and the world.
Yeah.
We've got enough room in the hallway to do that.
Oh yeah.
But Sharon, we're not having a cookout. We did have people over yesterday, so we had a house full yesterday, and we had a good time with all of those people. Sylvia says, anything is possible, Sarah. Dream big. I've currently got Japanese, Russian, Turkish, and Italian students. I can't hear. Are you noisy, baby? Yeah, you're noisy, baby. That would be cool. Only, yeah. See, I know it, large family, the whole number, what constitutes a large family, that differs. People think different things. When I was growing up, I'm the oldest of 4, and so 4 children was normal for me. Now, granted, we were all at least 2 years apart. So again, not close together as your babies, Victoria, but 4 was normal. So when we hit 5, now for me, 5 was just like, look at all these kids. And I do not think of us having 7 as being big, unless I look at a picture of another family and I'm like, wow, look at all them kids they've got. And I'll start counting. I'm like, they got 7. Why does it look like so much more when you have 7 children? But when I do it, it's normal. So I don't know, but that's what happens to me. Oh, Victoria, that was your highest viewed video. Good deal. Yeah, I enjoyed that one a lot because I am fascinated, especially with you being an American living over there too. And I don't know, I think you have a better input on the things that we would find interesting, the differences, and I don't know. I just think it's neat.
Can I tell a quick story?
Okay.
I would like to tell a quick
Okay.
story about England. I think you might find interesting. So both my grandpas were in the Second World War, but one of my grandfathers, he spent a year in England with an anti-aircraft defending against the attacks on Britain, the air attacks. before D-Day, before he went over. But he spent a significant amount of time. His anti-aircraft gun unit was stationed in a cemetery at a church there. And I need to look it up. I need to figure out what city it was. It was somewhere, like between the English Channel and London, because they try to catch those airplanes as they're coming over. So, but he spent all that time, months and months and months, set up in that cemetery. So he knew that cemetery very well, that church very well, because that's where he lived. Well, decades later, when my uncle, my grandfather's son, was doing a lot of genealogy about the family from England, he found that where they were buried were at that very cemetery. So that whole time that my grandpa was over in England defending the mother country, little did he know he was actually at the cemetery where his ancestors were buried. And so I thought that was really cool.
Neat stuff. Sean's a good storyteller. He has lots of stories. Maybe we'll get him to start up his own YouTube channel, Sean's story time with Sean. Sarah thinks that's funny. Once upon a time. No.
You
Okay.
can't start it out like
No.
that. Then it's a fairy tale.
Then it's a fairy tale. So Victoria said she would have more children, but the husband says no. So yeah, his input is needed there. So if he says no, then that's not going to happen. Let's see. Nancy says, oh no, I'm late. She'll watch in the replay. That works, Nancy. And Susan, when you get 1 million subscribers, oh, let's just dream about that, you guys. My head would explode there. I'm already overwhelmed with how fast the channel has grown just since March 11th.
Yeah.
That was our very first video, was March 11th. So we are nearing 2,000 subscribers. We're inching up there. So it's been a wild ride, but I'll take 1 million, happily take 1 million. And then we can take a trip to Great Britain.
Oh.
Sarah's going to swoon over here.
Oh.
That would be awesome. We'd have to get a farm sitter, someone that can milk a cow.
Or I could just go and leave you all here.
Or Sarah can just go and leave us all here. That's an option. It's not a good option.
I'll come to you.
Mama gets to go, and then the boys get to milk the cow.
I'll
Yeah.
do too.
Anna says, I'm going too. It's a girls' trip. Oh, my. So, okay, Sylvia says, I'm Irish, Janice. England is just a 45-minute flight. Well, if we're going to go, we may as well just bundle up and do all the things. I mean, I think that only makes sense. That would be a very practical thing to do, right, Sarah?
Yeah.
Yes.
And maybe not just hit the UK. Just like go off to like Asia, like South America, and like Africa.
Ozark
and all
Family
that.
Homestead, the world tour.
I want to do it. No, we have to do it in order of Richard Halliburton's adventures.
Okay, so if you saw the last week's live stream, Sarah's favorite book or favorite author, I guess, is Richard
yes.
Halliburton. And he was a world traveler back in the 1930s. And he disappeared at sea, like for real,
Yes.
real life guy,
Yes.
not a make-believe story. And so she is fascinated with world travel and going to the places that Richard Halliburton went to and just reliving his adventures. So, yeah, she's all in with that. Financial reasons. Yeah, I know. I get it, Victoria. Yeah. Let's see. And maybe you could visit us one day. I would love to, you guys. I would love to do that. I've really loved getting to get to know you all here through this channel. So that's been a little special thing for me, is just connecting with people. I like connecting with people. I like talking to people. I don't know if you all have picked up on that yet. I like people and I like you guys. So it's been neat getting to meet new people and just hang out. So I do enjoy this. So My dad was a full-blooded Irishman. It's Dolores. That's neat. Give you all a great big Irish welcome. We have a lady in our Azure Standard group. I'm the drop coordinator for our Azure Standard group, our local one. And we have a lady that has moved to the States, originally from Ireland. And she does go back to visit family and stuff every so often. And so she says she has told family that about our channel over there back home. So Sylvia, I don't know if you're part of her family. Do you have family living in the Missouri Ozarks? Oh, let's see. Can you go grab my spectacles? I can't. I'm not able to read real well. It says, I can hear you and see you. Thank you, Lillian. I was so worried there at the beginning. I thought, if this is messed up, I don't know how to fix it. So thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Okay. Maybe now I can see. I'm squinting over here trying to read what's in the chat. Nancy says, watching your garden videos have inspired me to start a vegetable garden this week. The ground is tilled and now I need to get to planting. That's awesome, Nancy. I think you're going to enjoy it. I do. So I know we do. It is a lot of work. Now, whenever I'm out there and I'm sweating, Sam, will you grab my hat up there? I will show him my garden hat because I am so fashionable, you guys. And this is what I wear out in the garden because I don't know if you can tell. I'm like lily white skin and I don't tan. I just burn. So Mama puts on, this is my garden hat. And I go out there. I don't have my spectacles on. And I go out there and I garden and my arms get sunburned. And then so I like work hard outside for a day, stay inside for a day, and flip-flop back and forth. So, but when I'm out there and I'm sweating like crazy, I tell myself, I'm just sweating out toxins. I'm getting healthy. Look at the toxins go. So, but yeah, Nancy, I think you'll enjoy the gardening. So, and Sylvia does not have family in the Missouri Ozarks. Okay. Just in Boston. Okay. Shutterbug. We lived in the Springfield, Missouri area for 18 years, moved home to Illinois to take care of family, but missed Southwest Missouri so much. Yeah, that is a beautiful area over there. We have friends over in Ozark, which is near Springfield. And yeah, it's a pretty, pretty place. And then you've got Mansfield. That's on the way there too. So that's where Laura Ingalls Wilder had moved to. So it is neat. Spectacles. I know most people call them glasses, but I like my spectacles. I get them at Dollar Tree. I guess they cost $1.25 now, but these were vintage from back when they only cost $1. Yeah. So they're my spectacles. So, Dolores says, I'm saving money so I can visit Dublin and Galloway.
I know those. They're in Star of the County Down. They're in the chorus part. So I know those.
The Star of the County Down. I don't know if you're familiar with that song. It's part of, the Ambleside online homeschool curriculum has a whole section on folk songs. And so we have been exposed to so many really, really fun songs through that. And the one, Sarah plays it on the piano now too, the Star of the County Down. So, and Andrew plays it on the guitar. He raised his hand over there on the other side of the dining room and says, I play it on the guitar. So, Sylvia is from Galway. How about that? So when you're singing it now, you can think of Sylvia. There we go. So Shutterbug has friends in Ozark and Nixa. Awesome. There's a Brahms over there. That's what Sean said. So Sean's originally from Oklahoma, and they have Brahms. The GPS will say Brahms Ice Cream and Dairy Store is what it says. It's an awesome burger and ice cream chain of restaurants that's based out of Oklahoma. But yeah, whenever we can go over to Ozark to see our friends, we go to Brahms because it's a treat for us. We don't have Brahms here. So oh, Victoria says hers are not $1. Okay, these are just reading glasses now. I get these at the $1.25 tree because they're just for reading. I wear contacts too, so I am paying more than that, Victoria, for my real ones. Oh, it says it's illegal for me to drive without my prescription glasses or contacts. Yep, me too. I have to have them. I think I've had glasses since I was 4th or 5th grade, something like that. So, and Sarah and Andrew have glasses. Samuel has perfect vision. He's look at him, he's over there blushing. So Susan says she gets her glasses from Dollar Tree too. Great price for $1.25 Canadian. Yeah, I buy several pairs at a time. I'll keep one in my purse. I keep one on the computer desk. So I'm okay, but if I'm not drinking enough, I do notice I have trouble reading. Things are blurry. So when I've been out in that garden, Sarah worked me too hard. So
So wait a minute, so a Dollar Tree, it's $1.25. So in Canadian money, it's also $1.25. See, now I wonder which is the better deal. Is it is as $1.25 in U.S. currency or Canadian currency actually the cheaper? I don't know.
yeah, I don't know my
order if it's cheaper. I have to order it out of Canada.
or yeah, the currency conversion, how that works out.
Shipping would be longer though.
Dolores's grandmother was born there too. So see, we're making connections, you guys. That makes me happy. Nancy says Sarah needs to show us her piano songs. So here's the deal with Sarah and the piano. Sarah wants to play piano. So the mama researches all these different ways to learn piano. We're not set up to be shuttling off every single week to go to piano lessons. So I splurge and I buy the lifetime access to the piano course. Busy Kids Do Piano. That's the name of it, right? And Sarah, she studied her lessons and she learned things, and then she totally completely stopped.
I got busy.
She got busy, and the truth is Sarah prefers to create her own beautiful pieces of music. They are beautiful. She is very talented, but rather than study a lesson and learn a piece from the teacher on the online lesson, she just likes to create things.
I can read music and I can write music. It works well for me.
So I have lifetime access to this piano thing. David
Anna's gonna take
okay.
it as well.
Anna says she wants to do it too. So I may still get my money's worth out of that. I hope. So, but she does very well with piano. I really enjoy hearing her play. So Shutterbug misses Brahms. I bet you do. I do too. We had a son that worked there. Yeah, Sean says that, people a lot of times think fast food is just a lower level job. But you said in Oklahoma, those were decent jobs with benefits and things.
Yeah, because like you'd have Brahms and McDonald's would be side by side, and everybody wanted to work at Brahms because they were paid better, they had benefits, all that stuff. Yeah, so Brahms, at least back then, it was 25 years ago, that people actually considered that a career. They got to work at Brahms.
Yep. Victoria was 10 or 11 when she got glasses. Had them ever since. Yep, I was probably around the same. Okay. But she says over there, $1.25 US is $1.
That's a pound.
I know it's a pound. It's a pound, but I didn't know the cents. How would you say that? I know 1 pound and
A little over a pound.
Pence.
a little over a
Pence,
pound.
I think they're.
I've heard of shillings and I've heard of farthings and
Shekels.
Shekels. I don't know.
No, that's not.
Victoria, educate me, please. I don't know what I'm talking about over here. The pound sign and the 1.01. How should that be
Okay.
coming out of my
The
mouth?
coin, yeah, what,
Horrible history to the
the
song on it,
coins,
and I
yeah, how
don't
do you say
remember
the
it.
coins?
Yeah, we're basing our knowledge on a horrible histories episode that we saw on YouTube. That's all we've got. Oh. Oh. Sylvia says glasses are €2 in Ireland. We're doing our currency conversion. See, I did not know what this live stream was going to be. I never would have thought we were discussing currency conversion.
This might be our most funnest one.
Might be our most fun live stream. Yeah. Nancy wants to know, do any of your children enjoy art such as painting
Yes.
or drawing?
I'm Andrew. You do more of like a comic kind of one. It's closer to that style, right? David, you draw fairly
Yeah.
decent.
Andrew and David draw very well. Samuel, bless his heart, he's just not interested in drawing at all.
I edit videos.
He edits videos.
That is a different type of art.
A different type of fine art skill. Yes. So, but yeah, Sarah.
I do more of a pencil drawing sketch kind of thing. I like shading stuff.
You've taken the characters from the Wing Feather Saga.
Oh, I love it.
Yes.
And the books are so easy to copy off of. Okay, I'm not caught. I'm not.
No copyright. No.
But they're so easy to learn. I've learned a lot about shading just by copying the pictures.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Sharon says, that's great, Sarah. Be your own person. And she loves music too. Yes. Susan says, in Canada, it's more expensive. You're not going to save money by
Well,
ordering them through Canada.
We make money smuggling glasses on the Canada.
No.
Oh, we said that.
You could
So we could make money smuggling them to
Smuggling
Canada.
glasses.
Yeah.
I would spend the rest of my life in a Canadian prison for smuggling glasses.
The Dollar Tree glasses. Yeah. If Sean disappears from the videos, then you know. Yes. Victoria worked at Chick-fil-A in South Carolina for a long time, right out of high school. And younger sister did too. Yeah, I hear those are good places to work.
That's where
Awesome.
Kaylee wants to go. My cousin. She
Yes.
wants to go work at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, that would be a good job for her. I think she'd enjoy that. Yeah, she's homeschooled too, and that'd be a good first job for her, I think. Shutterbug said he loved working there. That would be at Brahms. They were the only place that would hire him at 15. Yeah, they're a good place. I like that it was a family-owned business. You know, I think McDonald's, Burger King, all those places, you know, fill a niche there. But with Brahms being a local, more local thing, it was neat. So, okay, here we go. Victoria says it'd be pence or 5p. Okay.
5p for what we would
Just
say
the
5
P for
cents.
pence. Okay. Okay.
Well,
There
pence
you
and
go.
cents sounds a lot like.
Log that for homeschool, you guys. Pence. So a pound and 1 pence. Is that
I
right?
guess.
Maybe. Okay. We're learning. We're fast learners over here. Susan says, I'm sitting in my garden watching your live, and it is 26 degrees Celsius. It's warm. See, now we're converting temperatures.
Andrew knows how to do that.
Andrew knows how to do that. He's going to figure it up for us. I love that you are sitting in your garden, Susan. I really do like that. It makes me happy. And now David's trying to help Andrew too, so I don't know what we're going to end up with. Yeah. It's 112? Whoa.
Are we converting this into Fahrenheit or Celsius?
It's Celsius to Fahrenheit.
Oh.
It's 26 Celsius.
Okay,
What would it
wait,
be
add
here?
32.
58?
The,
That does
the,
not
me-
sound
the
right.
metric system has not made it to the ozone. We're very much on the old standard.
Oh, no. Oh. Are the chickens walking around with their wings stuck out because they're so hot? That's kind of what we'll go by over here in the hillbilly world. It's hot when the chickens start walking around with their wings fluffed out. Oh, Victoria used to draw wedding dresses. Oh, wow. Yeah, that would be very detailed work. So I'm going to guess you had a beautiful wedding dress since you had studied and contemplated this for so long. I bet it was just gorgeous. Shutterbug says our family is delightful. Yeah, it's a comedy over here. Oh, and it's crazy chaos, but we're never bored. I always hear about mamas and stuff will get on Facebook groups and what do you do whenever your child says they're bored? They're out of school over the summer and they're bored. I'm like, I don't ever have anybody saying they're bored. There's always something to do, somebody to play with. Okay, here we go. 1 pound and 5p. That's how you would say it. 1 pound and 5p. Okay, which was the abbreviation for pence. Okay, I learned something today. Thank you. Oh, says the word is pence, but it's abbreviated p. So if you said either one, they'd know what you were saying. Oh, and that's coming from her husband, who is British. So that's a reliable source. I take that as you got 2 thumbs up there. That's awesome. Oh, guys. All right. Did anybody have any more ideas for videos that I can write down on my planner? This is part of my to-do list. Every Sunday, I go through and I have to redo, this was my planner stuff for last week. And, I have to move over to June. It's a whole new week. So, got my grocery list and stuff here. I'm going to have to fill stuff in. And I start off by doing the weather. I check what the weather is going to be for the week, and then I can have a better idea of if we're going to be spending a whole bunch of time outside because the weather's pretty, or we're going to do a whole bunch of homeschooling inside because the weather is rainy, muddy, whatever. So, homeschool video. That was one. That's on the list too. So, yeah, I think I may have got sidetracked. I do that. I think like a long time ago, I was saying the trash burning, how we manage our trash, because we don't have trash service. We don't have a water bill. We don't have a sewer bill. We don't have a trash service. Of course, we don't have TV, satellite, any of that stuff. But maybe somebody would find it interesting how we take care of our trash since we don't just have a dump truck coming and picking it up. Maybe. I don't know. It may be a total flop. And then the other one, I've specifically had people asking about homeschool, just more details on how we homeschool. And there was a local homeschool group on Facebook that had some discussion going on about how we merge the Ambleside Online with the Robinson curriculum and how that plays out in our school. So that's on the list, on the Janice list over here in the handy dandy planner. So I will get to it at some point. Okay, Andrew, this one's for you. Susan says it's about 75 degrees Fahrenheit.
What was the number
Did
that
you
were
come
hitting?
anywhere close to that? He did
No,
not.
She got to 30.
No. No, I got some. Where did I get?
I heard you go strong at a 56.
So that is good and warm. Good and warm. So I don't know, how hot is it here today? It's in the 80s, isn't it? 80 to something Fahrenheit. Sarah's going to check we got a little gadget in there. 83 degrees Fahrenheit outside here in the Ozarks today. So, but it's not crazy.
We're further south than they are.
Yeah, we're further south than they are. It's not as not too humid out there though. Here, July, August, it'll be miserable. So miserable outside just because of the humidity. I mean, it'll be in the 90s of Fahrenheit, but yeah, the humidity is what it drains you. So let's see. And Shutterbug says, okay, this is ridiculously basic, but how about beginner garden knowledge? And we're struggling to keep our first garden alive. So, okay, so I do not feel like an expert on any of this stuff because I'm constantly learning new things by watching other YouTube videos and stuff. But we have been gardening for at least 13 years. We had a little bitty square foot garden box, I think two of them, in our house in the big town before we moved here. But seriously, 13 years. And I am still learning. There is so much trial and error. And I think a lot of it just, you got to find what works there in your spot too. So something you might see someone else do that works great may not work for you at all. So, but we'll throw some things out there, Shutterbug. We'll put some things out there and hopefully little nuggets here and there. We can at least give you some ideas on how to do it at a minimal cost and take some sweat, blood, sweat, and tears. But so, oh, Stacy is here. Hi, Stacy. I'm so glad you're here. Stacy was one of the very first ladies that subscribed to our channel because she was at there's my homestead ladies meetings that I coordinate, but there's a bigger group that I spoke at back in March. It was at the end of March. We had our channel for maybe 2 weeks. And I announced at that larger ladies meeting, what would you guess? Maybe 30, 35-ish ladies were in attendance, maybe. And I had announced, okay, our family is doing something new and crazy. We just started up a YouTube channel and we were so excited because like that evening we had like 10 new subscribers. And we're like, oh, we got 10 subscribers. It was so neat. Yeah. And then it just kind of after that. But Stacy was there at that meeting and she was one of our first ones. So Victoria, they have not hit 72 degrees on any given day yet. Well, that sounds lovely. It gets too hot too fast over here. I would trade you that. That's for sure. But they did hit 70 once this week, which means they've been like down in the 60s. That's lovely. Yeah, I would swap you that for sure.
I don't know if she'd want ours though.
But yeah, but she wouldn't want ours. So I don't know how that's going to work.
It's not a fair trade.
Not a fair trade. If we throw in some of these Dollar Tree glasses, maybe she would be open to the trade. No, she would not. Yeah, it's worth the shot. Okay, but she wants beginner garden anything also. Okay. I do think whenever you guys see our garden tour for May, our garden is very basic. I mean, we're not using fancy stuff. It's very low tech. Yeah, it's very low tech. So, okay, I'm hoping you guys can pick up. Whenever we're filming that, we'll be trying to brainstorm little things to point out that maybe beginner gardeners could implement in theirs. Because, yeah, we're not fancy at all. So, and on a budget. Everything we do here is on a budget. That's like the theme, Ozark Family Homestead on a budget. I don't know. Okay, Shutterbug thinks that they're not watering enough in fear of overwatering. So
I've had that.
Yeah.
Especially for the little seedlings in the greenhouse. I didn't want to drown them, but I didn't want to, cook them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I lost a lot that first time that I really did a whole lot until I really learned the happy little balance for each thing.
Because you didn't water them enough.
Like lavender wants it a little bit on the drier side, but like a lot of the squashes, it needs it really, really wet for them to really start. Well, of course, not muddy. It's that hard little happy medium there that it's hard to get.
And that would be hard if you're just getting started too. Yeah. So
it's like bread. You need to have the idea of the right consistency before. You have to know kind of the consistency you're looking for before you start, or your first few tries are going to be like, oh, Come on.
You have to mess up a few times before
Yeah.
you can get it. And I did. I made lots of bricks. Back.
Mhm.
Yeah. Before I actually was able to make bread. Because then I knew what was wrong. So it's the same way with plants, I'm thinking
Yeah.
too. But that's okay. That's part of the learning process. So if you do have things die, you did not fail. You just learned something.
There was a quote by Edison when he was making the light bulb. It was like, I've not failed 1,000 times. I just found 1,000 ways not to do it.
There you go.
It went something along that line.
Oh, Susan says it's really humid here as we're close to the Great Lakes. Yeah, with all the water. Yeah. It's about an hour away from the border into Michigan. Yeah.
Okay, I have a question for Susan.
Okay.
I have always heard this, and maybe as a Canadian, do you know if this is true or not? I've always heard, even though Canada is even geographically larger than the United States, I've heard that 90% of Canadians live within 100 miles of the United States. I've always heard that. I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah.
But
Yep. The further south is just
just because
it's more pleasant,
more
easier place
quiet.
for a population to. I don't know. We're touching on all kinds of topics today, aren't we? Victoria says it's sunny but kind of cold. Kids are still in pants. I don't know if I should. Rebecca came up and handed this to me. So I'm like, I may as well show it to you guys. Are you tickled now?
Andrew made it.
Andrew made that when he and Sarah took sewing classes a couple years ago, and that was one of Andrew's first projects.
I made
And
snowman.
Rebecca-
He made a banana man.
He made a banana man, and Rebecca likes it. Do you like Andrew's banana man? Dad, yeah, she likes it. What was I even saying? Okay, I was reading Victoria's comment. The kids are still in pants and long sleeves. Today was my first day in capris, and I'm good. Yeah, that's lovely. We've gotten to where the kids don't even wear shorts here on the property, just with everything. They still wear pants all year round. We just sweat more. They just sweat more in their blue jeans in the summertime than they do in the wintertime. So Sharon wants to know if we do anything with blueberries, like pie filling or jam.
We freeze them.
We freeze them. We did, that was just this week. Sean rigged up a netting system because I think the birds were taking out our blueberries. But since he put that netting system in, a few have been trickling into the house.
Mhm.
So, yeah, if we get enough, we'll freeze some and then use them like in our yogurt, which we make
Yeah.
from our Daisy milk. You know, we make our own yogurt from
That
our
would
own
be another
cow's
video
milk.
to do.
That would be another video to do. What, the yogurt?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've not done a video on making yogurt, have I?
No.
Okay. Maybe I'll make a yogurt video and we can put some of our blueberries in the yogurt in the video. There we go. See, we're brainstorming. We're getting somewhere, guys. Shutterbug says, thank you both for your encouragement. Yeah, don't be afraid to try things. So, and Victoria has confirmed that she does not want to switch with us.
I told you.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
have switched.
Oh, so, okay, Sharon, I don't know how to, I'm going to butcher that. Chautauqua Lake is about 5 minutes away from me. I'm down on the Pennsylvania line.
That's really pretty.
Yeah. Okay, now Sylvia likes the trash idea. She thinks that would be helpful. Well, here's my logic on the whole trash thing. We've been doing it this way ever since we moved here 13 years ago. We've never had a trash service at our homestead property. We did when we lived in the big town. But I mean, maybe other people are not experiencing this like we are, but the budget is getting tighter and tighter. I know, I think groceries are getting more expensive, and I'm having to come up with ways to, skimp a little bit here and save a little bit of money there. And I'm just thinking that if other people are having to do this too, then maybe something that if they don't have rules and regulations in their wherever they live, that maybe cutting the trash bill might be something that would help somebody stretch their budget a little bit more. That's my logic anyway. So it's on the list, Sylvia. So I hope it does help somebody. And Stacy says, I'm glad winter is over here. She does not love winter. She says, I accept the bugs if it means no freezing. Yeah, I have gotten though to where I'm enjoying wintertime more as, I don't know, just doing more of the homestead stuff. I never liked winter either before. And Andrew is over here shaking his head saying, no, he doesn't like it. Sarah doesn't like it either.
It's stressful for me because I have so much going in the greenhouse, and I get scared. I don't want it to freeze. I don't want stuff to die. And like winter's just more stressful for me now.
See, I like having the wood stove going. That's how we heat our house. I don't know. It's comfy, cozy, and things do slow down a little bit. So I'm appreciating winter more than I did before. But yeah, springtime's my favorite. I don't know. There's hope and there's possibility and there's pretty flowers on the fruit trees.
Yeah, and there's baby animals.
And there's baby animals. So springtime's my favorite. But Andrew likes fall, he says. Okay.
Fall's beautiful.
And Susan says, it is true. Each province is within 100 miles. So there you go. It is confirmed. Sharon says, I have some in the freezer. That would be the blueberries.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to make some pies. I think that'd be awesome. Yeah. Or a blueberry crisp, like an apple crisp or something. That would be good stuff.
I have a recipe for that.
Oh,
I know I've made blackberry crisp.
We've made blackberry crisp, but I don't think we've ever done a blueberry one.
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't think I've ever had blueberry pie.
Strawberry one might be good. I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe.
I'll try it.
Okay, Victoria would love to see more about your apple trees. Anything apple that we make with the apples. Okay, here's the deal with the apple trees. I think out of everything on our homestead, the thing that I struggle with the most is probably our fruit trees. And that's because, okay, first of all, we don't spray them with any of the chemical sprays. But when you don't do that, then there's bugs and there's fungus stuff. So like our peaches, just when the peaches, I mean, you kicked the bucket, didn't you, Andrew?
He kicked the bucket.
Did you hear the milk bucket? Andrew just kicked the milk bucket, which Daisy did this morning. He kicked the bucket. Poor Andrew kicked the bucket. Daisy stepped in the milk bucket this morning. We were like 3/4 of the way done milking, and she just plunked that nasty hoof.
We had over a gallon in that bucket.
So we fed it to animals. It did not go to waste, but I thought bad things about my cow this morning. So we finished milking. We had a fresh bucket down there, and we got 6 cups to come inside for actual people consumption. What was I saying before Andrew kicked the bucket? Apple trees. Now I'm all riled up about Daisy the cow and that milk bucket. Our apple trees, I think, are the hardest thing here because we don't spray them. And so we get bugs. And like the peach trees will get perfect, beautiful. You're about to pick it, and then it starts getting brown and fuzzy. And it's just so defeating. The apples, children tend to just eat them right off the tree, really. I have made applesauce in years past.
But we were younger and couldn't get to the apples or our pie.
Yeah. I had a bunch of little children then, and now they're bigger, and they
eat more.
Eat them. So, yeah, I'll see what I can do with the apples. I struggle with the apples. So, we'll see. Sharon says we have to pay for our trash. And I think a lot of people are probably in that same boat. And recycling. Or you get charged for it anyway. Ugh. Oh, Sharon, that pains me. Oh, okay. Stacy says winter requires too many layers, which means more laundry. Yeah. And that would be Rebecca. She's banging Banana Man on the wood stove. These are the background noises that you hear here. Kicking the bucket and banging Banana Man on the wood stove.
And the bucket.
And the bucket.
Banana Man has kicked the bucket.
We don't have a quiet house. And you enjoy the chaos. I hope you enjoy chaos. If you're here watching this, it's because you probably enjoy chaos. So, yeah. Victoria says autumn is her favorite. Andrew agrees with you. He said that's his. And that's my number 2. It's my number 2 favorite. So, I love all the colors. I have a gorgeous picture. The previous homeowner that we bought this place from, he loved all the trees and everything. That's why the orchards were already here. The grapevines were already here. Everything was here when we bought the place. And he strategically planted trees so that in the fall, in the autumn, I always want to say fall. In the fall, there's a red one here and a yellow one next to it, and then an orange one next to it. And it's gorgeous. I take a picture pretty much every single year because I'm just amazed by it every single year. It's just super pretty. Sharon says, yummy on the crisp. Yeah, that does sound good. Then we have to have ice cream to go with it.
Which
So-
we have a cow.
which we have a cow. So we have blackberries. Andrew is over there suggesting the blackberry cobbler.
Well, I mean, we have little green
We do have blackberries
I've been
growing.
eyeing them. I love blackberries.
Nancy says spring is her favorite season except for the seasonal allergy part. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's rough.
We've been going through the allergies.
Yep. Shutterbug says maybe you can cry over stepped in milk. I didn't cry. Daisy, what is wrong with you, cow? Why did you do that? Oh, it's so frustrating. Okay, Victoria says you probably know all about organic gardening, but I do have a blog post about the 5 top organic ways to get rid of pests. Hey, Victoria, can you put like the link or whatever to your blog down in the chat on there? Because I think that would be awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we do garden organic, but I don't.
I don't know if we're experts.
Yeah, I don't know. We just don't use chemicals. Now, I don't like squash. We get squash bugs and things like that, but we squash the squash bugs and
I'm trying to learn. There's a lot of flowers, herbs, plants that you can plant alongside your vegetables that will help with like their bugs. So I'm trying to stir stems this year with my squashes to see if that helps. But I've already found squash bugs on my squash, and they're only like that tall. So I don't know.
yeah. So yeah. She says it sounds just like at my house. I bet with your young ones, yeah, especially. And Dolores says it's worrisome when the 2-year-olds are too quiet. Yeah.
Mhm.
Where's Rebecca at, you guys? Oh, she's dancing with her banana man now. Yeah, he's a good dancer, isn't he, baby? She's having a good time. So I'm always concerned because one of these times, you know this, one of these times when we're doing the live stream, someone's going to come walking in screaming with bloody knees from falling down, or Rebecca's going to come up and say, Mama, I poop, or something really fun is going to happen like that. It's just a matter of time. So the fact that we've made it this far and not have anything too embarrassing, that's pretty good. So okay, yep, companion planting. We have a good book on that too, on companion planting. This year, Stacy says she's planting her squash away from the garden just to keep them out of all my other plants.
Mhm.
Yeah, the squash bugs are our biggest pest every year. You know, they were on the pumpkin
Yeah.
leaves last year, and
The pumpkins are going in a whole new area. So I'm hoping maybe I'll get a less. I don't think I'll get like no squash bugs on them, but I'm hoping that I'll get less of a squash bug infestation because they're in a new area. I'm not quite sure if that's gonna work though.
we'll see how it goes. So, all right, I think it's about time for us to wrap it up. We've got more garden stuff to do. She's gonna make me work some more. Yeah. Yeah. Mama's got toxins to sweat out. Yeah. So, I promised her I'd work out in the garden with her today. So I do have to do that. And then this evening we're having biscuits and gravy for supper tonight with scrambled eggs because that's pretty quick for us. I'm going to work on planning my next week out in my planner. I do need to go over our budget, but I'll try to do that maybe once we come inside for the day. But one last comment. Oh, Yeah, it's called Real Life, Dolores says. That would be the chaos and the embarrassing thing that's going to happen at some point. Victoria says, I have my squash in their own grow bags. I move them to a different part of the garden each day. Well, that's smart. That is. Yeah. If you're able to do that, I mean, we grow quite a bit between the pumpkins and all the different squashes. We have a pretty large quantity. But yeah, if you're on a smaller scale there, that's a handy dandy thing right there.
No.
And the recipe for tell me what it is you're wanting the recipe for, and I'll get you hooked up with the recipe. Set me a plate. Yep, the gravy's going to be with our daisy milk, and the scrambled eggs are our chicken's eggs, and Sarah will make the biscuits from scratch. So it's a good supper, but it's pretty quick for us. So, for the biscuits and gravy. Okay. Yep, I can get that to you, Victoria. What? What?
You want to come here?
What are you doing? Where are you going?
Oh, okay.
No? Let me see. You want to see everybody? Yeah? Oh, there's Rebecca. Say hi, guys. She's a mess. Show them Banana Man. Show them. There's your Banana Man. All right, guys. Let's end on cuteness. How about? I think that's a good idea. If you guys listen to the very end of our videos that we post, we have the little girls saying, "Thanks for watching Ozark Family Homestead. Bye," and then Rebecca, "Bye." She does it every time we play one of our videos, and she hears that ending. She comes out with her bye also. All right, you guys. There she goes again. We'll see you on the next one, guys. I enjoyed visiting with you all today, and we'll do it again. Do a video on the biscuits and gravy. You telling me I should video us making supper tonight, Stacy? It'll work?
Yeah.
We'll see if we can do that. I may be awful because she's going to sweat the toxins out of me today, and then I'm supposed to be on a video making gravy tonight. It'll be awful. All right, guys. I'll see you later, and we'll be looking for biscuits and gravy videos. Bye.
Bye.